Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of me fixing my Genshin account. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing mostly the same things that I usually do, weekly bosses, domains, but this time I focused more on like two characters that I got pretty recently. One of them is Mualani and the second one is Navia. Right now I am doing the weekly bosses, but don't worry, we'll get to the more interesting stuff a little bit later. Also, this video is a combination of two different videos that I recorded. One I recorded like 5 days after the other, but you can't really tell unless you do pay attention to details, and you'll see that at one point I already used up most of my resin, and then at the second point suddenly my resin is full. So that's what I wanted to say so that there's no confusion later on in the video. With every video that I edit, I start noticing the flaws in my gameplay. Like, for an example, not dodging certain attacks, and because of that my characters are dying, so I definitely should work on that in the future, or as fast as I can, because it's it is normal if your characters die when you do weekly bosses. I'd say they're pretty easy, but I've been struggling recently mostly because I don't dodge the attacks, and I don't know, I definitely should work on that. Another thing that I need to work on is posting and editing these videos a little bit sooner, I guess, because I have school and it does take up quite some of my time, so I need to kind of motivate myself more to edit these videos. And today, right now when I'm editing this video, was a perfect day for that. So yeah, I plan on trying to post a video every 5 days. I think that would be alright. Well, since my schedule is pretty busy, I guess. Well, I have school and I need to study, and I also go to the gym in my free time, so I need to kind of get a routine in which I can have enough time to edit these videos, because recording them is not that hard. I just record the screen, and when I do the editing, I do basically everything else, add the music and the voiceover, because it's just easier for me to do it that way than to speak while I'm playing. And yeah, my microphone is not the best, and I do sit in a very specific position when I play, and I'm pretty far away from the microphone, so it's just easier for me that way. As you can see, now I moved on to doing the character talent ascension domains so that I can finally level up some talents. This time for different characters, I mostly focused on Farina in this video and Yelan. Later on I'm going to be focusing on leveling up Navia's weapon and farming for Mualani. Also, I noticed today that when I talk now, like I'm getting kind of used to this like recording videos thing and doing the voiceovers so that I speak more smoothly. I don't really think about what I need to say as much as I did, I think, in the previous videos. So I'm kind of happy that I'm finally getting the hang of it. Finally. Finally, I finished with all of the fighting, took a little break and went over to the alchemy table to craft some talent ascension materials. But if I remember correctly, this is not going to be the end of fighting for me in this video today. But I definitely needed a little break. It's the same as exploration for me. After like 30 minutes or an hour of gathering chests and everything, I need to take a little break and either watch something on YouTube or just do a little story quest, because it does tire me out a little bit, but that's fine. So yeah. Also, when it comes to exploration, I was kind of wondering whether using their interactive map is a big deal. Because yesterday I had a pretty interesting situation happen to me where somebody got mad because I suggested that they use an interactive map. And when I said that I sometimes use it to, check that I had collected something because it makes it basically easier for me, they said that I did not deserve the rewards, like, at all. From the chest. So I was wondering if it's like such a big deal that certain people just, I don't know, use some help while exploring. Now back to fighting again. I am farming for Navia's weapon ascension materials right now. It went pretty smoothly. I did level up her weapon quite a lot in this video, but she needed that, and that is definitely an issue of mine that I've noticed that I have, is I don't necessarily pull for a character because like I really want them. I usually just do, let's say, a couple of single pulls on one banner, and sometimes I am lucky enough to get characters before I even hit pity, or when I'm not even guaranteed, and that's why my account is pretty messy right now. Currently I am trying to farm for Mualani's artifacts, and if I'm being, and you're gonna see me do that, just not in this video. It's honestly, I don't really like the rewards from that domain. I did it like a lot of times already, and I still haven't gotten anything really good for her. Also, when it comes to me like building my characters and getting artifacts for them, I use this like one site because I don't really know anything about building characters, and that just helps me. Also, another thing, I have an issue with obviously ascending the characters and doing everything simply because I did not expect to get most of them, so I don't pre-farm and everything. I just use what I have when I get them, and then if I feel like it, I'll just walk around, collect some materials, and find some bosses for them. And since my wishing system looks like that, I don't know what I should do because I know there's a lot of characters we running, and I definitely want like Risley. I really want him. I also want Zhongli. I don't even know if Risley is gonna get a rerun in version 5 point anything, to be honest, but I definitely want Zhongli. I've wanted him since I started playing the game, so all the way to 2021. Still haven't gotten him somehow, and I did take a little break after some time. And I also want Mavuika, probably. I think that's how you say her name. I also want her. And oh my god, if Capitano is going to be a playable character, I definitely want him too. So I don't know how I am going to. Oh, and I also want Nouvellette. So I want so many characters. And with my wishing system, is that possible? Probably, if I just started, exploring and saving primo gems and wishes for the characters that I want. But I might have an issue. People laugh that it's kind of people that play this game call it a gambling issue if you cannot like stop wishing basically and you spend all of your primo gems immediately, and I might have that, to be honest. When it comes to this game, I do not have that issue whatsoever in real life. So yeah, I should probably work on that too, but this is kind of confusing to me. I don't really know if I should start saving or if I should just keep on doing my wishing routine system, whatever. But that's on another note. As you can see, I'm fighting Mualani's boss. It's pretty easy, it's not that hard. I enjoy fighting it. I really like this boss, and I also really liked Arlecchino's boss. Not the weekly one, the level one, the ascension one. I really like that boss as well. They're pretty easy to kill. Well, most of the bosses are pretty easy to kill, but I would say they're easy because they do not have like a very complicated mechanic when it comes to, defeating them and fighting them. I remember, but it might be Genshin Trauma. I remember fighting the cryohypostasis back in the day when it came out. and with my friends, and I absolutely hated it just because of those like balls that you need to use the charged attack on. I didn't really understand it at first, and to be honest, I don't really fight that many like bosses for some reason, I've noticed. But that might be because I don't have the characters that do need those bosses. Right now I am traveling around Natlan with Molani, trying to collect some of the material that she needs for her ascension, and later on I am going to fight Alhaitham's boss because I've had him for a while and I've seen that he's a very good DPS. I think that he does a lot of damage, and I actually wanted him, but I never really got around to building him, so I definitely want to start doing that very soon.
Just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun.
Thank you for
And now for the last part of the video, here I am collecting daily commission rewards. I'm gonna go over and do some ley line challenges, simply because, as you could have seen in the previous clip when I ascended Molani, I am lacking very much in these books, so I made it my mission to get some. And yeah, if you have any recommendations about any characters that I could like possibly start building next, then you can comment that down below. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and also I wanted to say before this video ends that I am going to be recording different videos soon, and this is not going to be the only type of videos that is on my channel. I'm going to do some exploration challenges and some stuff's very similar to that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.